got the approval of the local government.
Yeah, they do, and the school system,
Yeah.
because it's built on school
So
property.
if they're doing that, then they'll be okay.
Yeah.
So
And-
long as it's when you go high profile. Well, not even high profile. We weren't high profile when all of that
Yeah.
started.
But they even had some of the police there local come
Yes.
and help do the
Same.
stuff. Parents pitched in and
It's the
helped
same,
on it.
Same for us. So the police
Yeah.
will partner with you.
Yeah.
Here, it's so different. It's so different. When we were at the point of finishing a house, and we'd have maybe the last day or the weekend or something like that, when we were literally trying to get the whole thing all tied up. So we got all kinds of people doing all kinds of work, and the local police, whether it was a Tafi or Taliban, were just amazing.
Yeah.
And it's as if that old slogan about we serve the people, serving the people, they really did.
Yeah.
And they came out ready to work, and they did all kinds of crappy work as well. They dug holes in the ground, and they painted houses, and they were marvelous. It completely changed my idea of police.
Yeah. Even the teachers at that school where Rose and Randy done that, the teachers even volunteered and helped. And
Yeah, you can get people to do it with all of those feedings.
yeah.
We would. It started off when we were asked to help with a house for a family where the mother had been diagnosed schizophrenic, and so very unpredictable kind of situation there. Now we sent one of our students, to just have a look and tell us what he thought. And he came back and he said, that yes, that they really need it and all of that, and he met the mother and all of that. But then he mentioned that he had a little concern because the husband was apparently not looking that happy, and he was playing with a bolo,
Oh wow.
which is a 2 foot long
Yeah.
machete, and kind of, and our students didn't say that he felt terrified or anything like that, but he said, I did notice that, that maybe he wasn't entirely happy about things.
Oh.
So, knowing that, when we went, we spoke to the chief of police, I think, in Tafi, and said, do you think, because they had brought the case up, if I remember rightly, about helping this person, or the DSWD had. So we worked with the police, and the police sent up with us, sent 4 armed police who came and were just there. But the way it turned out, there was absolutely nothing to worry about anyway. But
You
that
never know.
was the start of partnering with the police, which we did, and very successfully. And they always sent police out to help us. And it was never a problem.
Yeah.
Easy. And on the feedings, which we partnered with on a lot of occasions.
Yeah, I remember them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They always sent a patrol, not a patrol car, but one of their vans, which can take people in there. And we would usually, in the early days around then, we'd always have 15 or 20 or 30 maybe students who were volunteering on the feeding.
And if I remember correct, on some of them, y'all was actually putting the food on the police vehicles,
Yes.
and they were,
Yes,
yeah.
absolutely, and they were terrific. We were on great terms with all of the police there.
Yeah.
They know us.
And probably some of them are family members of theirs, and they know you're helping
Yes.
them.
In fact, one of the cases that we did in Taliban was we called them the orphans, because they'd lost both parents, and the girl was in college, and she had, was it 2 or 3 siblings there,
Yeah.
or Angie, or which?
That's what I was thinking, three. Yeah.
Three. And they were living in this tiny
I
house
remember.
that had been wrecked.
Yeah.
So our job there was to go back and to remodel what was there and give them a bigger living accommodation.
Mhm.
And that was brought to us by one of the police officers in Taliban. Said, you know, this is really, and he tried to help them, I think, with groceries and stuff.
Yeah.
So he'd been trying to help them, but we had, of course, had the resources to get people. When we showed the story,
Yeah.
we were able to do that.
I remember that video.
Yeah, and that girl, she was the mother and father of those kids,
Yeah.
and she still did great in college. In her education, she still was able to focus enough to be able to do good.
That's
which
good.
Is marvelous.
Yes, it is.
That was Angie.
And then I remember one, the mother had died, and then the daddy left the kids and went and moved in with another woman. And
You met.
is that not the one? Oh, is that Jonah May's family? Is not one of the girls living with y'all younger, or is that a different family?
Yes,
Okay.
her younger sister.
Okay.
Yeah.
See,
She
now
looks
I
like-
didn't realize that was Jonah May, and
Yeah,
I might have known it
She's-
back then and forgot it.
she's another hero.
Yes, she is
The
very
mother-
nice.
She's the mother and father of those. Although the father is still connected
Okay.
in part, but he's not living there.
Yeah.
And we've helped several that have
Yeah.
been in that situation.
Yeah.
You know, where the problem is that if the parents split, so the marriage is broken, and they've each gone their separate ways, but one of them takes the children, and very often, if it's an older child, like not quite as old as John and May, but as old as her sister,
Yeah.
is still a young woman, and John and May's sister is like John and May. She's beautiful, you know, and that doesn't always sit well when the father takes that child to live, because then, strangely, it can be viewed like the other woman. They don't see that kid as a kid, they see it as a lovely girl.
Yeah. Huh.
You know, so that means that girl can be kind of cast adrift. With Lovely, Lovely is a little girl. She was a little girl when we fostered her. We used to say our adopted
Yeah.
daughter, but there's always people who say, well, you're not allowed to adopt, so we get this constant correction.